Okay, guys, we're going to run through the ones that we didn't cover in class together, even though you should have completed it, but maybe hearing this one more time will help you for the test. So for the rewriting, we have our loop trick. So our loop trick, we start with the 2. We write the 2. We loop to the 8. That's our exponent. And then we set it equal to where we finish our loop off. Okay, loop trick, ta-da! So let's look at number 4. So number 4 is also the loop trick, but we need to start by writing a log. Okay, we start with the A. There's our base. So the base is the base. The base is the base. And we loop around to the B. That gets written next. And then we set it equal to the 3, which is our last term. So every time you do something on the loop trick, you got to write it down. So let's go to 5. Yeah. So 5, we have a stretch. That's an A. That's our A, H, K. We have a left 1, down 5. Moving on. A. This is a reflect. This is a right 3, up 4. Alright, so then looking here, so we have our domain and range. So on all these log ones, your range is negative infinity to infinity. Your domain depends on your h. And in this case, our h is 4, so we're going to go from 4 to infinity. Comes from your h, because that is your vertical asymptote, and your vertical asymptote, if you were to sketch this, right, it'd be over here at 4, it'd be like this. So that's why the domain is from 4 to infinity. So if we look over here, we have an A and we have a K. We actually don't have an H because there is no parentheses here. So our range is negative infinity to infinity because all of these are forever up and down. Our domain goes from 0 to infinity because the H is not present. Sorry, a little bit of glitch. Okay, the H isn't there, so it's 0. So there's our domain and range. On the next part, we're going to use a calculator. So if you want to, you can watch me do a few. I won't do them all because it's all the same typing. I will do one of the more challenging ones at the bottom. So let's look at, we'll do 9 and 10. So when we type these, number 9, we can type like it is. So number 9 will be typed log 10, 42, 1.623. 1.623. Now this one has to be typed special. You have to type log 625 over log 5 because our calculator won't do a base other than 10. So log 625 over 5. So the base goes in the bottom. The base goes in the bottom. The base goes in the bottom. We wrote this on our blue sheet too. The log, oh, that's not log. Log 10, 625 divided by log 10, 5. 4. Alright, so let's jump to number 15. 15 is more complicated. It's really actually not on the test, but I want to go over it. So what we would do with these 3 is we would look at the operation. So we have a minus, which means these two numbers are going to divide. And then we have a plus, which means we're going to multiply. So I do 45 times 10, oh, sorry, divided by 10 times 6, what do we get? Sorry, 27. So what we do is we do log 3, 27. So all these 3 numbers turned into 27 by using our laws, our property, not laws, properties of logs. And so, can't really read this. When we type this, we would go back to typing it log 27 divided by log 3. Okay, we go log divided by log 3. 3. Alright, so let's look at one like 18. So they're all multiplying, so in the end they're all going to be separated with addition. And number 19 is dividing, so I'm going to separate with subtraction. I do want to go over one last thing way up here. Okay, way up here. What if this was ln 10 equals z? How would you rewrite that? Well, the base right here is e. E to the z equals 10. And then how would you rewrite this one? Okay, same thing. ln, well, I guess you could say log e, but ln and e go together, so that's why we do ln. ln e y equals x. Just to make sure. So let's go down and do 19 and 22. So look, they're all adding. So 6 times 2 times x, and stick a log in the front. So on 22, this x in front is our exponent. 6 to the x, and you're done. So exponents are in front, adding is multiplication, and division is subtraction. 3 main properties. Okay, and let's jump to number 25. I'll let you do 24 on your own. 25. So let's talk about the main reference points. 1, 0, and the base comma 1. This should be base comma 1. Well, the base here I can't see, but is 10. Oh no, there's no base. It must be 10. So here's my h and k. So h is telling me left 2, down 2. Okay, so then I'm going to take these 2 points. I'm going to go left 2 and down 2. So 1, 0, left 2, that's not left. Left 2, down 2. And 10, 1 is way over here. Left 2, down 2. Now I need to draw my asymptote. My asymptote comes from my h, and my h was negative 2 because it went left 2. So I draw in my asymptote at negative 2, a vertical line here. And there is my log graph. So domain goes from the asymptote to infinity, and range is negative infinity to infinity. Just like the front. Make sure you bring your blue paper tomorrow for the test, and hopefully you got all your stamps for doing your review today. And I'll see you on our quote-unquote Friday tomorrow on Thursday.